Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm your girl LaShay, and this is LaShay's Place. Welcome to What's Poppin' Saturday. This is our first episode, so thank y'all for joining me for the first episode of the year. And I ain't gonna hold you up. We're gonna get it popping, and we're gonna start out with reality TV. So in the reality TV world, I know some of y'all have heard and some of y'all haven't, but Quad from Married to Medicine done broke up with her boo, King, or his government name is Kirk King. Go find him. He does look like a nice chocolate bar. If you're not allergic to chocolate, go ahead and try it over there on Twitterations and the gram. He's there. But yeah, they broke up. Quad was trying to get pregnant this year, Married to Medicine and in life. But that didn't happen, and her relationship did not last with her and King. Check it out. King was showing some or throwing a little shade, like he had to leave that situation. Boy, don't come here acting like you ain't got your own drama. But anyway, yeah, so they are broken up, and I guess Quad is still on her baby journey, and we wish the best for both of them. Now, moving on, there's also some other breakups that have happened, really just in reality TV, and that is actually Basketball Wives. VH1 has canceled Basketball Wives, and they've also canceled, I think, Love and Hip Hop. Um, Basketball Wives came on the scene years ago. I think they were I want to say they started out in Miami and then they went to California, but I cannot remember. But it was very interesting. I'm a basketball girl, so I was definitely down for it. And to see the wives or whatever, which actually was the girlfriends and or ex-wives and or side chicks and sneak chicks. So it was a hot mess, but we enjoyed it while it lasted until the season when OG was on there and Evelyn showed her ass and acted like OG, who is a beautiful black woman, is ugly or something. And like Chad Ocho Cinco wouldn't want a beautiful black woman like her. She would want a fair skinned uh Boricua. And honey, the receipts don't be lying because Chad was letting OG know that he wanted her, honey, all the beauty and blackness that she had. But it should have ended at that season, but they went on for like a couple of more, 3 or 4 more seasons after that. But bye Basketball Wives and bye Love and Hip Hop. I think it's ATL that they canceling. I think Miami is still going on, but who's to know? Love and Hip Hop started off in New York, and it was good to me. It was Jim Jones and Chrissy and fabulous baby mama who he don't never want to claim and was beaten on evidently, but that never. I mean, it lasted a little while in New York, and then it ended up. Some of the people ended up going to Atlanta, and so here we are, and the people are scrambling those. Well, that's what Chaotic said, girl. Chaotic said that the people scrambling like little Scrappy because they ain't got nothing else to do. They only a one trick pony. But yeah, and Scrappy was like, whatever, dude. But anyway, that is in the hip hop genre of or reality TV and love and hip hop and all of that. So I wonder what's gonna happen in the reality TV world with like channels that are owned by like Viacom and they out here canceling stuff. And anyway, moving on with the TV. Let's move on to the morning shows. So we've been hearing that there are some morning shows that have been canceled or recently canceled. And to start off with is our first is Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson came on the scene as our American Idol. The girl can sing. That's my girl right there. She moved on to have her own talk show where she had little spin-offs when she would love or she would sing other artists' songs that she loved. I used to love to hear Kelly Clarkson sing other people's songs, especially some of my favorite songs. The girl can sing, and she make it her own little rendition, which I really like that. And she had some good guests on the show. This past year, her ex-husband died. She went through a bad divorce with this dude, and he wanted child support. He wanted alimony and palimony and everybody money that he could think of, and I think she did have to pay him. So he ended up passing this past year, I believe in 2025, and now she departed, and she gave a little speech about her departure from the show, and she want to be with her family a little bit more, which is understandable. And then we had our girl Sherri Shepherd, whose show was surprisingly canceled. I was shocked that Sherri Shepherd's show was canceled, me personally. I wasn't an avid watcher, but Sherri is a good stand-up comedian. She's a great actress, and she knows how to talk and yap her mouth and be personable with people. I liked that she had her sidekick John Murray there. They were close. John Murray ended up getting fired because something he was doing personally or whatever, or the people didn't agree with. I think he was asking for some extra perks or something like that, is what I heard. But he got fired last year, and I know Sherri felt some type of way or whatever, but her and John Murray probably still cool, from what I heard. And then Lonnie Love came in and stepped into the picture, and she got on the internet and was like, I wonder why Sherri Shepherd didn't get a chance to say her goodbyes. She got COVID, and she at home, and they fire her on her off time or announcing her firing, and then putting a big old cancel sign in front of her name. I don't think that was fair or respectful of who Sherri Shepherd is as a comedian, as an actor, and all of the things. But you want to give Kelly Clarkson a chance to give a 20-minute whatever speech to the whole world or whatever, but you say that Sherri Shepherd, who she is, don't matter. You a damn lie. And I agree with Lonnie Love that y'all should have gave Sherri Shepherd a chance to give her goodbyes and everything like that, and not y'all coming out and saying and plastering that her show is canceled. Now the question is this gonna happen for our girl Jennifer Hudson? Because I like Jenny. I like Jenny from the block in Chicago. Um, she's a great actress. She's a great singer, and she's learning the talk show arena. She always wanted to be like Oprah. No, she ain't like Oprah. She just herself. But I think that her show is getting canceled too. But I don't know what they're gonna be putting in place of these shows in the morning time then. I mean, they already got these Steve Wilkos shows out here and the people fighting and everything like that and sleeping with some of everybody. So I'm just wondering what will happen during the daytime. Now, if y'all are not watching, go and watch Behind the Gates, because Behind the Gates are off the chain, honey. You need to get over there and go just binge watch it, because it's really, really good. Check it out. And it is an all black cast. And this is February, baby. Okay. Need I say more? It's Black History Month, girl. Okay. So in the news, that's like, like the flashy stuff. I'm gonna just go over just one more thing. In the R&B world, Mariah Carey had got a tribute for all the accomplishments that she's done throughout the years with her vocal cords, right before the Grammys the other week. And honey, the award show was trash to me, and I feel disrespected as a Mariah Carey fan, because who in the hell picked these people? Because and then now I'm gonna give what's his name, Billy Porter, his flowers for what he did on the red carpet, but not what you doing on the stage. Don't come out here acting a fool, Billy. And why didn't they have Avery? What's his boy name? Avery Wilson. He sings all the Mariah Carey songs. What's our worrisome girl name? The baby of the bunch, Tamar Braxton. She is a Beyonce fanatic. And then you should have had Ariana Grande, who mocks everything Mariah Carey. I'm just really upset because Mariah is my girl. But I also know that Mariah can be full of herself because she don't want nobody giving her no tributes. I understand that because she's a little picky. But if you're going to give me a tribute, let me pick the people. Please. I mean, the only good person that y'all had up there was Shantae Moore. And then y'all gave her the wrong damn song. Shantae Moore could sing all these other songs, but then y'all want to have her ad-libbing, baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I mean, that's easy work. Get that to some background singer that's doo-wop popping out here. But don't be having Shantae Moore come on here and do no damn ad-libbing when she could be singing uh what's that song? Your body next to mine. Y'all know what it is. Look it up. Shoot. If you don't, just go find our albums because they all good to me. Shoot. I mean, Mariah Carey is that girl to me. Anyway, so I'm moving on. So then our girl Janet, another queen in the industry, she celebrated 40 years of Control being out this week on the 4th, I believe. And baby, let me tell you something. When that Control album came out, what year was it? 87? It was off the chain, baby. I think it was 86, 87. Baby, you couldn't tell me nothing. I could see Janet coming out that house. What she say? When I was 17, do what my mother told me. Girl. But when she hit 18, she was telling it. Y'all need to go back and listen to it. The whole album is off the chain. Kudos to you, Janet Jackson, because you was writing some songs for my childhood, even though, in 87, I was in elementary school. But you know what I'm saying. It was just, the album was and still is the bomb. I was listening to it this morning. So we're going to move on to in the news, what's popping in the news. And unfortunately, there's some definitely things popping in the news. Our boy in the hip hop arena, Lil Jon, he had placed a missing persons ad out for his son on Tuesday, I believe, on the 3rd. His son is a 27-year-old Nathan Smith. I don't think he's a junior, but his name is Nathan Smith. And he was missing, reportedly missing. And somebody said that he ran out the house or whatever. But he was reported missing. People were looking for him. And then he was actually found deceased in a some type of body of water. I don't know if it was a lake or whatever else, child. But he was found in some water and in Middleton, Georgia, or whatever. And that was just terrible. And of course, like normal parents, I mean, they are heartbroken. And the entertainment community that love him and even his fans are just surrounding him. And we just want to send prayers to Lil Jon because I don't know the man as a person, but I know, as an entertainer, he has good music that I liked growing up or whatever. But I mean, I can only imagine what it feels like just to have your child missing and then come up being deceased. So we're going to send our prayers to Lil Jon and his family, and we're going to move on from that. So the next big thing is this Savannah Guthrie mother that's missing. Savannah Guthrie mama went to church last week, Saturday, a week ago. Went to church, then was brought back home by her son-in-law. I thought they said it was one of their parishioners brought her home, picked her up and brought her home. It was her son-in-law. I can't remember his name or whatever, Julio or somebody, Greg or somebody, Mark, whatever. Anyway, so she hadn't been seen since that Saturday evening, and he said bye. They were saying they said bye in the garage, went down. They do got cameras in around the house or whatever, outside the house, so that's how they could report that. or verify what he was saying. And then around, I think one something, some stuff was going on in the house, and two something, and something else was getting cut off or whatever. And so she hasn't been seen since then. There was blood on the scene. Now there's been like 3 ransom notes. There have been 2 deadlines that have been missed. I think in the ransom note, the people were asking for a deadline of Friday at some time, and then again another deadline. I'm so confused as far as these deadlines, because I don't know, is it this amount of money on this day or this amount of money on another day or whatever. I'm not for sure. But the family, they did ask for proof of life. Savannah and her 2 siblings, she had a brother and a sister, and they all spoke out in a video. Her brothers did a separate video and asked the people to, let them know that their mother is alive. When the sisters and the brother came together, the 2 sisters spoke, and Savannah spoke about basically like the legal stuff, and then the sister, well, they both spoke from the heart. It's a terrible thing. And then the one sister was calling them, "Mama, we want you home." Child, about broke my heart. I was just ready to cry with Savannah and them, because who goes and take a 80-some-year-old woman out her bed in her house? And what you doing with her? These people just trifling. So we're going to send our prayers out to them, the Guthrie family, and Lil Jon's family. And we just going to hope and pray for the best for everybody. We're going to keep our eyes open on Savannah Guthrie and her family. They saying that they think the son-in-law is a suspect. He the prime suspect is what they saying. And then I think Ashley Banfield done caught something, because she will not relent on the son-in-law. Okay. I'm gonna keep watching and doing some digging or whatever. But yeah, it's very interesting. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long, but we do got a little Black History facts, because it is what? Black History Month. So in this day, February, what is it, the 7th? It's February 7th. On this day in 1890, let me get his name right, y'all. W.B. Purvis, he patented the first fountain pen, child, whatever that is. I think it's the little dipping thing or whatever, because then they came out with felt pens after that, right? I don't know, but the man created something and he patented it, and it goes down in history. It was 1890 today. Shouts out to him and his lineage and all the creative things that they do. Another day is Marian Anderson. She was the first Black person to appear in the let me see here, let me get it right, in the Metropolitan Opera. And this was in 1955, y'all. 1955. We are still making U.S. history. We are still making American history. Child, don't forget who you are and where you come from. This is just one episode of What's Poppin', y'all. Stick around for the next. And thank you so much for subscribing, for watching, and thumbs up in the video. And don't forget to share my video with somebody else, girl. Until then, I will talk to y'all soon. I still got my Michael Vick experience coming up. I got to go and get some notes on that one and talk to a few experts on this football stuff and this quarterback showdown that's taking place. It was a good episode, y'all, but y'all go check it out and I'll come back with my thoughts on it. See y'all in the next video. Bye.